In this video, I'll show you how I became a millionaire from Amazon KDP by age 26. What's going on, guys? Sean here. Welcome back to another video. So if you're new to my channel, I talk about making money with self-publishing, entrepreneurship, and building passive income online. So if you're interested in those kind of stuff, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. So this is an exciting video of mine because if you're in entrepreneurship, if you're building business, if you're trying to achieve financial freedom, I feel like it's something that everybody wants to achieve, and everybody shoots for this goal of becoming a millionaire and having $1 million as your net worth. And this is something that I recently crossed just a couple months ago, and I've officially became a millionaire. And what this means is that I don't make $1 million a year. Don't get me wrong, I don't make anywhere close to that. Okay, what this means is that I'm a net worth millionaire, meaning I have over $1 million in net worth, which can be from real estate, stocks, just from savings, crypto. Basically, whatever assets I own, the total value of that is over now $1 million. Now, some people might be thinking about this. I'll just get it out of the way. I didn't get any financial help from anybody. My parents did not give me any money. I will say though that they're very, very supportive. So that's something that I had a supportive parents. But in terms of actual work and, in terms of financially, I did not get any help. I did everything myself. I started with having $0 in my bank account when I was 20, and I started KDP in 21. And within 5 years, I built it up to $1 million in net worth. So what I wanted to do with this video is to show you that, yeah, Amazon KDP can be a great side gig if you're just trying to make a couple $100 or a couple $1,000 a month. But if you take it seriously, it can be a legit business that can literally change your life. I did it in 5 years. I went from zero to over $1 million in 5 years, and you can do it much faster if you know what you're doing. Now, before we go into the video, I just want to say that please do not compare yourself with me or anybody else, because I do this all the time with somebody who's doing better than me, and then I feel pretty shitty, right? I get depressed and I'm like, why am I not there yet? But the thing is, you have to understand that everybody has a different journey and everybody goes through life at a different pace, or in a different situation. So you never can compare yourself with somebody else. You always have to compare yourself with who you were yesterday or in your past, and you just have to assess that if you're making progress in your life or not. So I just want you to keep that in mind, because again, I do this all the time. I compare myself a lot, and I get pretty depressed, and that's something that I'm trying to fix. So with that being said, let's go right into the video. And real quick, I do have a publishing course if you want to learn exactly how I build my KDP business to this point and show you exactly everything step by step. Then go check out the course. The link is in the description below. All right, so in this video, what I want to do is to kind of show you the timeline of when I got started with KDP, how it went, and the progress I made over the years to get to this point of having, over $1 million in net worth. So in October 26, I started KDP. I randomly found KDP from a YouTube video that I was watching. And at that point, I was working a full-time job, making $50,000 a year. And I was living by myself. I actually had a bunch of roommates. And what I did was I was saving everything I can, right? I was very, very frugal. And I lived off $1,000 a month, all inclusive, meaning the rent, food, transportation, literally everything included, for $1,000 a month, which I lived in Honolulu, Hawaii, which Honolulu, if you heard of Waikiki Beach, right by that. And so it's an expensive area, it's a very touristy area. And I didn't have a car, and my work was at a hotel working as a concierge. So it was in tourism. So that is why living close made sense to me, even though the rent was, a little more expensive than if I would live further away. Although anywhere in Hawaii is pretty expensive. So back then I was living off of $1,000 a month. So I invested in a KDP course when I first decided that I wanted to pursue that, because rather than trying to learn everything from YouTube, having one good course so that you can follow it step by step would really save you a lot of time and a lot of money from the mistakes that you avoid. So that is why I got started with a KDP course, and I decided I will invest $1,000 a month into publishing. Now, after I made $1, so my very first sale for my very first book in publishing, that was the first time that I made money online. And I was like mind blown that, man, this actually works, right? And although it was literally $1 or less than that, it was like 99 cents. I still was mind blown, and I still decided that, I'm committed to this and I really want to grow this income. So what I did is I actually invested $6,000 into hiring a coach, which I don't know if it was the best decision at that time. Maybe I went too all in, but for me, what it did was more so the mindset that, I really have to make this happen because I invested 6K. And personally, I wouldn't recommend you to do this. I wouldn't recommend you to, spend so much money just to get you fired up. You should be fired up already. Without it, you should be disciplined enough to take action without investing 6K. So that's what I recommend. But back then, obviously I had a different mindset. So that is what I did, and I hired a coach. Now in 2017, that was my first full year publishing, and I probably made around $60,000 total. I slowly increased my income every single month, and I hit my first $10,000 month after 10 months of publishing. And every single month, I was very, very consistent. I was publishing 2 to 4 books a month. And back then, publishing books was a lot cheaper because people weren't teaching to make 30,000 word books. They were teaching to make 10,000 word long books. So it was a lot cheaper to make books back then because of that reason. And that is why I was making between 2 to 4 books a month every single month. Now in 2018, I maintained $10,000 a month for the whole year. But the problem was back then, people would teach that 10K a month is like the limit to how much money you can earn with KDP. And because I didn't know any better, I believed that. And I followed the gurus, and I ventured into high ticket affiliate marketing because the people that I was listening to went into that, and they were trying to recruit people into it. And it was kind of like an MLM slash high ticket affiliate marketing thing. And I trusted those gurus back then, and I followed them into it. And you had to invest so much money into that company to just participate in the program. I had to invest over $100,000, which is what I pretty much had for my life savings at that point. And what happened is, after a couple months of doing it, first of all, I wasn't making any money. Second of all, the company shut down because it got sued by the FTC within like 3 months of me getting started. So I basically lost that $100,000 that I invested without even, recouping it at all. So I was pretty sad about it. Obviously, I went into $40,000 in debt at one point just to invest that 100K that I had to invest, borrowing, money from credit cards and whatnot, which I paid off pretty quickly, to be honest, because I had that 10K a month coming in from KDP. Although it was a very stressful time and I had a lot of anxiety attacks, if I didn't have KDP, to be honest, I would have been totally screwed because of that. Now in 2019, what I did is to maintain that $10,000 to $15,000 a month for the year again from KDP by publishing more and more books. And the last affiliate marketing company, right, went down. I got sued by the FTC. I lost 100K, but I still knew that there was opportunity in affiliate marketing. And I still believed that I was kind of hitting the income level or income limit with publishing. So I still had that mindset. And what I did is I was talking to this person online. He was coming across as a very successful entrepreneur, making $1 million a year in affiliate marketing. And he was trying to sell his coaching program to me. And I knew this guy for a couple years just online. So I was very gullible back then. And so I hired him to coach me for affiliate marketing again. I paid him $25,000 and I lost it all after finding out that he was a scammer. After a couple months of working with him and getting one of the worst advices when it comes to making money, I found out that he wasn't legit at all, and I decided to stop working with him. So that is how I lost another $25,000 right after I lost $100,000, all within a span of between 1 to 1.5 years or so. So this is why I am trying to be as transparent as possible when it comes to, making YouTube videos and teaching things and just calling out the BS in online marketing industry. It's not because I'm a hater, right? It's not because I'm pessimistic or anything like that. It's because I have firsthand experience in getting scammed and losing so much money from that. And I really hate how there's so many lies and deceptions going on in the online marketing industry. Like, can you even imagine losing pretty much $130,000 when you're 22, 23? That's literally your life savings that you're saved up. I was even in debt, right? I'm waking up, with panic attacks. I was depressed for the whole year, crazy anxiety attacks. I literally wake up with panic attacks. And I got past that, thanks to KDP, because if I didn't have KDP, I would have been really screwed. But that is why I try to be as transparent as possible, calling out the BS, doing income reports and trying to be transparent with the numbers side as well. So in 2020, I really started focusing on building a brand and publishing quality books, and just hyper focused on KDP and nothing else, because obviously trying to transition into affiliate marketing really wasn't working. So my income by doing so started taking off from $15,000 a month all the way up to averaging $35,000 to $40,000 by the end of the year. And I thought this was Q4 boost. However, it wasn't, because this income maintained well within 2021. So in 2021, again, it maintained this $35,000 a month or so revenue. And that's revenue. Obviously, it's not profit. The profit was around $22,000 a month. And this was the profit for the past 12 months period. So in a 1 year span, it was around that much profit. Now, this is around the time, May 2021, where I decided to create a publishing course, as I felt that there was, misadvice being told in the space. There was a lot of impractical strategies that you don't have to do. It's just a waste of time, waste of money, waste of energy. And publishing can be a lot more simple than what you hear online, right? It doesn't have to do all this thing. It's a very simple business model. You can keep it very compact and simple, and you can make so much more money doing that rather than all these, things that other people talk about. And that is why that compelled me to make a course myself, to kind of show you, exactly how I do it and how I build it to this point. And since I will be focusing on creating this course, I knew that it was going to take a lot of time. And for the next couple months, I would just be doing that, and I would have no time for my KDP side of things. So I decided to sell my KDP business if I got a good offer. Now, what I've done is I listed my business on Empire Flippers, which is a website where you can sell your business. And I was just curious, what kind of price I can sell my business at. And when I got it listed, I got a really good valuation, much better than I thought, to the point where it was very, very tempting. And the great thing is they told me that I can back out anytime as long as I don't accept any offers. I can list my business, see what kind of offers I get. And then if I don't get any good offers, then I can just take it out of the listing, and I can keep building my KDP business without any penalties or fees. So I was like, there's nothing to lose. And that is why I listed my business up for sale, and just to see what kind of offers I get. Now in August 2021, I got a good offer and I sold my KDP business. And once again, guys, no one really share you this, but I want to be as transparent as possible. So this is a picture of the bill of sale for the listing. And obviously I had to block out, the sensitive information from the buyer side and all that, but you can see my name. You can see how much I sold it for. I sold it for $820,000. So I sold my entire publishing assets for $820,000. And obviously this is real, but I can't prove you otherwise. So if you think this is fake, I can't really say anything to that. But if you do trust me, this is how much I sold my business for, okay? So besides the $125,000 that I lost from bad business decisions, I literally saved everything that I made for the past 5, 6, 7 years, right? So everything I made from KDP, it either got invested back into the business, or I saved it and I invested in real estate, stocks, or a little bit of crypto. I literally never bought a car. I never bought any nice things, never bought a house, obviously, except for investments. I never ate out. I always home cooked the same damn meal of rice, beans, chicken, and eggs every single day. I also held on to my job for a pretty long time. I only quit my job when I hit $10K a month, not like some people who quit their job after making $500 a month from KDP or something like that. I kept working on my job until I was making $10,000 a month from KDP, to the point where, it just made so much common sense that I should just quit the job and work full time in my business. Now, the entire time while I'm making $10,000 a month from KDP, I was still riding around my $50 broken bicycle to everywhere. I never bought a car in Waikiki, right? I should have bought a moped, which I did later on. But for the longest time, I was just walking to the grocery store, carrying the bag back because I lived, pretty close to it. I was riding this $50 broken bicycle that only had one gear, because the past 3 bicycles I had was stolen, because I get my bicycles stolen like once a year. And I literally never ate out. And I also had like 4 to 5 different roommates, because I was living in this kind of it's not a condominium, but it's like this shared apartment house kind of thing. And I had this really small room right next to the laundry room. And that is how I was trying to save as much money as possible. Now, because of this, from my real estate, stocks, savings, before selling my KDP business, I had around $500,000 in assets. Now, after the business sale, I've cleared over $1 million. I, of course, have to pay fees and taxes on the sale, but I've calculated that even after that, I should still be over $1 million as my net worth. So one thing again to keep in mind is that my monthly income that actually comes in is a lot lower now, obviously, because I sold my KDP business. Now, you might be wondering why I sold my KDP account, and this is something that I'll be going much deeper in the next video. But the quick answer is, I wasn't sure how well my income held up by not working on my business, because I was focusing all my time and energy into the course, right? So I wasn't sure how well it maintained, and it actually maintained my income much better than I expected. So I should have trusted my own brand and, quality of books better, because that's what made, the income sustain so much better than I thought. But since, I still expect myself to be very busy with improving my course for another half a year at least, if not more, I decided to sell my KDP business while it's doing good. Because if I'm going to sell it anyways in the future, might as well sell it at an all-time high, because I had a really good 12-month average, rather than, waiting for it to slowly drop and then sell it in the future, which I'll be making a lot less money from. And another thing you have to understand is this is not just about the money that you're making. It's the fact that you're getting paid basically over 3 years worth of your income right now, okay? What this means is that you just saved yourself 3 years of working and have that extra time to go and build something bigger with the money that you have. If you know how to grow your money via a business or investing, there's nothing more powerful than this. Because now I have 3 extra years of time and money that I can put it into real estate, put it into stocks. I know how to grow that money. If I wanted to, I can put it back into making my course better or building another KDP business. I can do so much with this. Now, obviously, if you're just going to sell your business and you don't plan to reinvest some money, then it's probably not the best idea. But if you have a good strategy on how to reinvest this money, this is the most powerful thing you can do. Now, if you guys are interested in selling your KDP business too, I actually think it's a good time to list it right now before Q4. You don't really want to list it after Q4, because it's going to take a month or 2 to sell your business. And if your Q1 earning is not that good, then those income will be factored into your valuation. So that is why you want to sell right after Q4 before Q1 income hits, right? If that makes sense. So listing it right now is probably a good time to do it in terms of timing. So there's a link below this video if you want to check it out. It'll take you to this page, and all you have to do is to get your business valued first by sending them the information. And you can just go to Amazon KDP here, follow this prompt and enter these information, and they will give you a rough estimate on how much you can sell your business at, which is super cool. So you can definitely do this. Again, the link is below this video. If you like the numbers that you see, then perhaps you can move forward with it, but it's definitely something that you can consider. All right, so what is my next plan after this? Well, not much is going to change. I'm going to invest pretty much everything into stocks, real estate, crypto, same thing that I've been investing for the long time. Also, I'm going to make a new KDP account and start publishing again. My goal is to get to $1 million in invested assets, not just cash. And right now I have a lot in cash. So I'm trying to invest this as quickly as possible into different stocks, real estate. I want to buy a couple more properties, a little bit of crypto, and a lot into building a new KDP account. Now, besides the fact that I'll be clickbaiting every new video with KDP Millionaire in the title, nothing will change. I really have no desire for materialistic things. I have no desire for a watch, no desire for a nice car, a nice house. When I say no desire, I literally mean it. From the bottom of my heart, I seriously do not want those things. All I want is freedom, which I want, all the time in the world to do whatever I want, maybe travel. I definitely want to go to Bali soon, which I'm planning to, maybe get a scooter and drive around, eat good food. That's all I want. Materialistic things really doesn't attract me at all. So that is it for the video and update on what is happening to my KDP account. Anybody can do this, to be honest, because anybody can build a good brand on KDP if you know what you're doing, and then you can exit for a huge amount of money, or you can keep, building that for long-term income. So if you want to learn exactly how to do that, my course will show you step by step going from absolute beginner to an advanced publisher and perhaps making a huge exit like this. So if you enjoy these kind of videos, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't yet. A lot of people who watch my videos aren't subscribed, so I don't know what's going on with that. So make sure you subscribe. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And again, if you want to get your business valued, the link is below this video, as well as the link to my course. And all the tools and resources that I use in my publishing business is also below this video. Once again, I'll be going over much more in depth in the next video in terms of the selling process and the numbers when it comes to selling your KDP business. So make sure you turn on the notification to get notified when that is out. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys on the next video.